Shout out to Kop-Ish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
All the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that guy. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kopish.
What's going on, people? Big up your damn selves each and every time. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Kopish Catch Up. And we have one or two interesting things to talk about today. Big up yourselves, everyone who's been waiting. Smash that like button on your way in. If you're watching afterwards, please still smash that like button and subscribe if you are new. What's happening, everyone? I see some of the regulars in the building. What's going on, people? Big up yourselves. Yeah, without further ado, let's jump straight into the main headline, people. We already knew this was going to happen anyway. It ain't like it's new news, but it's been made official. This article I'm going to read is from This Is Anfield. Big up This Is Anfield. Liverpool confirm appointment of Richard Hughes as the new sporting director. He'll be working under Michael Edwards. Hughes arrives after 10 years at Bournemouth, where he served the majority of his time as a technical director. The club have announced that his new position will officially start on June the 1st, when his stay at Bournemouth officially ends. He will be in charge of negotiating transfers and contracts while liaising closely with the club's recruitment staff, taking over the role from the already departed Jörg Schmacker. It goes on to say, Hughes' work behind the scenes may not be familiar to fans, but he may ring more bells for the times he played for Portsmouth and Bournemouth, and he faced the Reds on 9 different occasions. Yeah, we forget things like that these guys used to be players or used to be associated in some other way. We just think that they all always just magically businessmen. So yeah, he also knows how to kick ball himself. I don't know, people. I don't know. We already knew. That's the thing. It's not like breaking news, but it is breaking news because the confirmation is there and we didn't have the confirmation before, but we all knew what was going to happen. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's here, people. As it says here, his main job will be to negotiate the transfers and the contracts and liaise closely with the club's recruitment staff. So, you know what I mean? Let's see. I mean, the guy hasn't got the type of track record that's going to make everybody absolutely jump out the window. But he does have some good things that we can look at from what he did at Bournemouth. He was a part of Bournemouth becoming a very established Premier League team. They went down, they came back up. They've had some very successful times. Yeah, they paid a bit more than they should have for some players, but I don't know. I mean, let's keep it a buck. No, actually, I'm not even going to go there. I was going to say something, but I'm not going to put it in the atmosphere. I'm not. But he's here now, people. How we feeling? You know what I mean? Look, I'm happy with it until I'm unhappy with it. If that makes sense. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, that's how I'm seeing it. Big up Skip, though. Big up your damn self. Arjun, big up. Big up Black Prince. Big up Jean Grey, as always. Big up John. Big up your damn self, bro. Gossiper, big up yourself, bro. Yeah, man, hit that like button, people. Hit that like button. Too many big ups to go through, everyone. Big up yourself, Doogie. This one's interesting. Kay here says, nah, he's been reading up on him today, and he thinks that it's very promising. Fair dues, KZ. Again, I ain't got no issue with it at all. It's just one of them ones where you don't have that real, like if the way Edwards was at Liverpool, and then if you was the Chelsea or the Man United fans, when they were linked with him, and then say he'd have went to one of those clubs, that's the type of thing that would get you excited, in it, because they would be able to look at the situation that he did at Liverpool and they'll be like, yo, that CV is amazing. This guy's gonna come in and do bits. Like, do you know what I mean? We don't have that. That's not to say that he's not going to be good. So I am excited about what the future holds. But yeah, he's not got the CV that's going to make you get super excited until. And the thing that's completely fine about that is neither did Edwards. We didn't really know much about Edwards before he went to Liverpool. In fact, before Edwards, I don't even think we paid attention or really cared that much about who the behind the scenes people were, you know, in terms of like sporting director and that. Like, I don't remember paying that much attention to all that stuff back in the day. I'm not going to lie. I don't know if anybody else is a bit different to me, but if I go back like 9, 10, 11 years ago, before we got all of the success that we had, I don't really ever remember being that bothered about who, because we never used to care so much about those things. But hey, maybe that's just me. I don't know. But yeah, he's coming in. He's officially going to be here from June the 1st. And we move people. Okay, so Kay's saying he's basically, I mean, they are obviously good brethrens as well. So, okay, Ali's saying Hughes is the one who gave Ed. I mean, if this is all official, then cool. That big up. If this is all real, if all these things aren't rumors and they're all real things, then that's brilliant. If he was the one who gave Edwards the heads up on Salah and Alisson, for example, that's brilliant. You know what I'm saying? So big up yourself each and every time, John. Big up yourself, bro. Gifting another 5 members. John, Herbs, man. I'm sure there's 1 or 2 others. Apologies for forgetting your name. In the last few weeks, you guys have been absolutely sensational with your membership gifting. Really, really, really appreciate it as a channel, and I'm sure everybody who's in receipt of those is happy with those as well. So big up your damn selves, boys. We've actually got a members video coming for you lot tonight, which will be fun. And then the EA 24 stuff next week, people, is going to be a madness. So get ready for next week. It's going to be a romper stomper. Or more like me and Cal embarrassing ourselves while Matt tries to hold the fort. But you got that to look forward to next week, guys. And we have a members video for the members tonight. So big up to all the members. There will be a video coming for you guys tonight. I got one more super here from the Herbs man who says, Drift, do you think FSG should offer Pep Guardiola? I'd say, yeah, Herbs man, do you mean Pep Lijnders or Pep Guardiola? That's the thing. Whenever we do the Pep thing, we've always got I'm guessing you probably mean Lijnders. But yeah, just confirm that for me, bro. If you can do quickly in the chat. Let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna go off the premise that you must mean Lijnders rather than Guardiola. I mean, he's going to Ajax from what I know. From what I've read, he does want to go to Ajax, and I think that'll be a good move for him because he can rebuild a team that's in the mud, which is a lot easier than taking over from the GOAT. I also watched an interview with him that was done on the channel, and I do believe that his loyalty to Klopp means I don't think he wants to be his successor either. I think he wants to complete the project that he had running with Klopp and then move on rather than try to overtake Klopp, or take over from Klopp, sorry, and then continue work without the man who he set out with. He does seem like an extremely loyal friend and companion and colleague, Pep Lijnders. So I think for a lot of reasons he would move on personally. But would he be good at the job? Who knows? He's been a good coach. Who knows? We'll have to go and see what he can do in Ajax over the next few years. But yeah, no, I think it is better to just draw a line under it all and move on completely rather than trying to do the, you know, the only thing that would happen if Pep was to come, if Pep Lijnders was to take over, it would just be easy to get rid of him if it's not going well. Because, you know, when you bring in a new manager, you would have to give him way more time than somebody who's been here for long enough that it would be looked at like you just weren't good enough to take over. You've been here all this time and you can't do a good job. It would have been easier to get rid of him. A full guy in between Klopp and whoever was next, a little bit like David Moyes was. But yeah, no, he's always welcome at the club. He is an absolute legend. But no, I don't know. I don't think we should offer him the job. Moving on to the next subject quickly. The audio version of the book. The other, rumor that's going around at the moment, guys, is that Xabi Alonso is going to stay in Germany. Apparently, a lot of close journalists to him and reputable journalists in Germany have said that he wants to stay at Leverkusen. A lot of people will hear stay in Germany and they'll think, oh, does that mean he's going to Bayern? Apparently, he doesn't want to leave Leverkusen. Now, he's right in the middle of doing one of the greatest things that's ever been done in football, right? From what I've heard, even though we all know Leverkusen have been a very decent side over the years, right? I remember back to when they got to the final of the Champions League, when they beat Liverpool and Man United on the way there. I remember how good they were when they had Berbatov. And we beat them on the way to winning the Champions League. Like, they are a good side. They do have some history. They're not like a completely historyless team or anything like that. But apparently they are serial bottlers. And maybe that's a harsh tag to put on them, but Leverkusen is what I've heard is one of their nicknames, which is, again, very harsh. But so what Xabi Alonso is doing right now is nothing short of a miracle almost. To still be unbeaten in all competitions at this stage of the season is crazy. And he's just doing a sensational job. And I don't think he wants to distract himself from the job at hand, because what's the point in him thinking about Liverpool and then derailing his season and not getting what he needs to be done now? And then A, it would be more underwhelming when he came to Liverpool because he wouldn't be becoming a winner. And B, it would make him look unprofessional, which would worry me a bit. I like the fact that he's staying professional. I like the fact that he's staying on point. I like the fact that he's only concentrating on Leverkusen. I don't blame him. It's the right thing to do. And I truly believe that he's probably going to say, and his agent and everybody around the club are probably going to say everything they need to say to keep him focused, to keep the players focused. Because it must be difficult on the players as well. If you're a player and you know that the manager that you love is going to be bouncing soon for no other reason than he doesn't think you're good enough because he wants to go and take a better job, that could be demoralizing to the players as well, especially players who haven't won anything before. So he needs to be an example to them. And that's why I think these things are coming out. So, yeah, I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with it at all. With it being said like that and whatnot, whether it'll be true or not, we'll see. Maybe it's something that we've taken for granted as well, like being Liverpool. Maybe we have just, been up our own arse a little bit. Maybe he does like the idea of staying at Leverkusen. Who knows? Maybe he does actually like the idea of taking them into the Champions League after winning the league and becoming one of the better teams in that competition as well. And who knows? Who knows? Honestly, we don't we just don't know. He's right at the beginning of his career. Alexander, you make a very good point here as well. He might look at Gerrard and Lampard and some of these other managers and think, right, it really fell off the track for them, man, after starting well. The Derby job was a good start for Lampard. Gerrard did an exceptional job at Rangers. They took a big move when they probably shouldn't have. And then look how it all ended up. Now, he's better than both of those two as a manager, clearly. But I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah, I personally believe that there's nothing wrong with what he's been saying, if he has been saying this. And then we'll see at the end. I think in the summer, it'll be a totally different situation. It'll be a totally different situation. Big up Taji. It says, bless up, Jay. Big up yourself, bro. Appreciate the super. And Herbs, man, back again. Big up yourself, bro. That says, yes, Linders. Okay, cool, bro. Yeah, so I know Cal was kind of rough on him last season, but I like him for a coach. But if it's Ajax, then it's a good move. Yeah, I think Ajax is a very good move for him. That's a perfect next step for him in his evolution. So I'm happy for him. You know what I mean? I wish him all the best. I know he did get a lot of stick. We all gave him stick last season, but that was, when you look back on it, he was part of it 100%. But if we're being honest with ourselves, we were doing that thing that we do where we look for reasons to have a problem because we're angry. And I think we took it out on him a lot. If we're being completely honest with ourselves, we have to hold accountability for things. Well, we right with a lot of what we were saying, yes. But I do think we have to be accountable. We took it out on him. I do believe that we took a lot out on Lijnders last season because we were annoyed at where we were and what was happening and stuff. Hell, people started saying Klopp out. That was how much people started to go crazy last season. And it wasn't a majority. I've said it wasn't a minority of people that were saying Klopp out as well. There were thousands of them. So, yeah, I think everybody just got a little bit annoyed last season, you know. But Pep Lijnders, man, all the best to him. He's been absolutely brilliant for Liverpool. Now, I ain't got no bad words to say about him. The book was bad timing, for real. It was the timing of the book. Like, the book had come out like 5 months before we started doing poorly. If it had come out when we started to play better after Trent inverted and little things like that, we wouldn't even have cared about the book. But it's like the book came out and we were rubbish, and it was like, what the hell's going on here? Like, you know, man's doing a press tour when we're trying to, you know, win a league or whatever. So yeah, it's just one of those ones, you know what I mean? Big up Bruno. Horse poo. Every time I hear that now, I just laugh. I'm not even gonna lie. Oh yeah. And Sir Herbsman has said yes with Lijnders. I know Cal was rough on him last season. So yeah, people, I don't know what you guys think about the Xabi Alonso stuff, but again, let's not get our hopes up. Amorim probably would be the second choice again. I don't know. I don't know. Who will be Liverpool's manager? We don't even know if this is who Michael Edwards is going to choose. We don't know anything. All we're doing right now is speculating, guys. 100%. That is all we're doing right now. We're just speculating. But if everybody keeps their ear to the ground, this will be the first place we can all come and talk about whatever we hear. You know what I mean? Real Madrid isn't even something we can rule out either. If they don't win the Champions League or they don't win the league, I think they will win the league. But if they don't win the Champions League, they might say to Ancelotti, look, we're going to move you on, old man. We're going to bring in this young, hungry player who he also has an affiliation with. You could probably say he has just as big of an affiliation with Real Madrid as he does with Liverpool. So I wouldn't put it past that being a situation either. Imagine how tempting it would be to go be Real Madrid manager with Mbappe and Bellingham and all these young super players. Like, it's almost like you can't fail. Whoever is Real Madrid manager next season has to win the treble. He has to win the treble. There is zero excuse for having all of the best talent in the world and not winning. No excuse for what's it. If you've got Vinny Jr., Kylian Mbappe, Jude Bellingham, Tchouaméni, Camavinga, Valverde, even some people will put Rodrigo in there as a young talent. Like, if you've got all of these superstar players, bar maybe getting one more superstar centre back in, because they are a little bit light in defence. There's nothing left to stop them being the new version of the Galacticos. Obviously, in terms of their superstardom, they're not on the level of Zidane, Figo, Beckham, Ronaldo, and all them, man. But like, if you're just talking about like the best players in the world, that will be the new Galactico. Do you know what I'm saying? Maybe Xabi Alonso want to go and be there. You can't fail. Let's be honest. How can you fail with that team? Real Madrid for the trouble next year. There's nothing more to it. So, yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see. I have no idea. Naldo said, could Lampard win with that team? Yeah, he could. Lampard could win the Liga and the Champions League with that team. I mean, you'd have to be the worst manager ever to mess that up. You would have to be the worst manager ever to mess up that team. The only thing you can maybe look at is the balance. With Mbappe playing up front, is the balance going to be maybe a little bit off because he's not really a striker? If you play him left, then you can't play Vinny. Or you'd have to mould one of them to be a right winger, which wouldn't work in my opinion. But yeah, other than that, you know what I mean? Maybe Tuchel might fuck that up still. Tommy, not from Power. Herbsman, on that note, says, Drift, remember the Galacticos, they didn't win that much. I hear you, because it isn't, I remember there was a super AC Milan team as well. I can't remember every individual, but there was a point during the 90s when AC Milan's team was like the first version of the Galactico. Like I'm sure it was like Davids, Maldini, Nesta, and Seedorf. I'm sure I'd have to go back. I can't remember exactly, but like they had like Clivert, mate. They had like a super team, like the AC Milan team. Like late 80s, early 90s had like a super team and they didn't win much. So I get it. It isn't exactly the easiest thing in the world. I think if Ronaldo hadn't got injured, though, Real Madrid would have won the Champions League in that year. When they were at Old Trafford and he got that hat-trick, he got injured in the quarterfinals or the semi-finals. I can't remember. And then I think they would have won if it wasn't for that. But yeah, that is a true point. And the Herbs man, big up yourself, bro, also says, and you defended Klopp brilliantly, Drift. That's why Cal shouldn't pay these fans any mind when he criticizes Klopp. Nobody is above criticism. Yeah, big up Herbs man. I did. I had to stand by my manager when not many other people wanted to. And it wasn't even blindly as well. I believed everything I said and it's all come true. So, it makes it obvious that I believed what I was saying. But look, everyone was entitled to feel how they felt last season. I just think it went over the top. A little bit like how I think everyone went over the top about the Man United defeat. I understand being annoyed. But I still think the fan base went over the top. It was who we lost to that was irking me more than going out of the cup, because I do believe it will be beneficial in the future. It just stops the quadruple, but a quadruple was never going to happen. So we need more energy in the legs of the players to win what we want to win, So, and here's the crazy thing. Let's say we had won the FA Cup, but then we didn't win anything else like we did the other season. I remember how disappointed everybody was. In fact, I remember we got lambasted about doing a parade for a domestic double, cup double, which, by the way, was absolutely ridiculous that people tried to tease us. Because when you look at it, yes, we didn't get the trophies we wanted on that bus, but there isn't anything wrong with doing a parade for a domestic cup double. A domestic cup double is still a big achievement. I guess people will say, well, a club like Liverpool should be bigger than that. But then if that's the case, then nobody can be angry at going out of the cup in terms of, if you don't take it serious enough that you don't think you should do a parade for winning it, then why are you angry that we didn't take it serious and we went out? Like, there's so many contradictions in everything that everybody's saying right now with regards to all this stuff. So, look, if it helps us in the Premier League and the Europa League, then going out of the FA Cup could be a blessing in disguise. That's all I'm saying. Everybody romanticized that quadruple, and it would have been amazing to have won that quadruple. But that's just, everybody's just romanticized it. Like, honestly, like, everybody's romanticized it. What people basically done with the quadruple is they did what somebody does when they think they're going to get money. They've thought about what they're going to spend that money on and how much that money is going to change their life. And then, like what can always happen in life, something can go wrong and then you don't end up with that money. And now you're so peed off because you spent all that time romanticizing and fantasizing about what it was that you were going to do with that money. This is what we're doing. We romanticized about how much we could rub it in the face of the other people and how much we would be able to like gloat and how sensational that parade would have been and how unbelievable the feeling would have been and all those things that we've romanticized. And now that's why it's not going to happen, while we're like super over the top pissed off about it. That's my opinion anyway. That's my opinion. But hey, I'm just one man. But yeah, big up yourself, Herbs, man. As always, who's been a massive contributor to the channel recently, especially since becoming a member. Big up yourself, Herbs, man. It's not going unnoticed, brother. You are appreciated. But yeah, there you have it, people. Big up yourselves each and every time. Please do smash that like button, guys. I appreciate you joining me on this kind of sporadic live. I was going to do a pre-record, but I thought, no, let me talk to the people, especially that we're not going to be going live today. And obviously to let the members know as well, big up, guys. We will be going, you know what, I don't think we'll be live for the members tonight, but don't quote me on that. But either way, you will be definitely getting a video tonight, members. So Arjun, you become a member, bro. If you go into the description of the video, any video on our channel, you will see there is a link in the description to become a member. Or if I'm not mistaken, it's around where the like button is on the main page as well. So yeah, either one of those, bro. But yeah, big up everyone. Less than 100 likes, Gossiper. Come on, people. For your boy. Come on, people. Smash that like button, man. Let's get this to 500 people before the end of the day. Come on, people. And yeah, love as always. Big up your damn selves each and every time. Appreciate all the super chatters. And guys, on my channel later on today as well, I'll be talking about both players came in high. So get over to Drifty TV and get my thoughts on that, because I might say something that's going to get me in trouble. So I don't want to do it here. I'm going to do it where only I'm going to take the brunt of it. Do you know what I mean? So yeah. Drifty TV, if you're not already, people, road to 2,000, please go and subscribe to my channel. I'm also going to be releasing a vlog in the next half an hour, a throwback vlog to when we were Navigator's first game. Navigator's first game. So I'm going to be doing a throwback vlog on my channel as well. So make sure you're subscribed, put the notifications on so you know when that drops within the next half an hour. But yeah, big up your damn selves, everyone. Love as always. And we will catch you on the flip side, people. Peace!